Now at 6, a day of drama in the Karen Read trial. The jury sending signals with 4 questions about the charges and possible verdicts.
But tonight, the jury is headed home without reaching a verdict. The most intriguing question of the day: will the trial end in a mistrial if we're deadlocked on one charge? Thank you for staying with us. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Lisa Hughes. The judge told the jury that she couldn't answer that question because it would speak to the consequences of their decision. But she did try to shed some light on some of the other issues, as WBZ's Kristina shows us.
Thanks, guys. There's not going to be any comments today.
A mood shift as the jury in Karen Read's retrial suggests in an afternoon note to the judge that a verdict might be hard to come by.
If we find not guilty on 2 charges but can't agree on 1 charge, is it a hung jury on all 3 charges or just 1 charge?
You heard that right, an indication that jurors might be deadlocked on 1 charge, just like in Read's first trial. Jurors have deliberated for up to 16 hours now and looked exhausted as they came into court at the end of the day after they had sent the judge several clarifying questions earlier Tuesday morning.
What is the time frame for the OUI charge? OUI at 12:45 or OUI at 5 a.m.? Are video clips of Karen's interviews evidence? And the third, does convicting guilty on a subcharge, example offense 2 number 5, convict the overall charge?
The notes at first suggested a verdict was near and possibly a conviction, only for operating under the influence.
Would just OUI be a win for your family?
If it was just that lowest charge?
I'm not sure.
Outside court, crowds waiting for a verdict grew, hundreds of people standing by for news. After 2 days of silent deliberations, WBZ legal analyst Catherine Loftus weighs in on what these questions indicate for the outcome of this case.
I do think that there was definitely a momentum shift towards the defense. When I heard those questions, about whether they can take into account the videos of Karen Read, those to me seem to really be beneficial to the defense position and not the Commonwealth. But it's also an indication that is sort of a reminder that we don't ever really know what jurors are thinking, and we can try to interpret and glean what's happening.
And the judge did give jurors an answer to their question about possibly being deadlocked in a possible mistrial. She said since the question started with the word "if," that it was a hypothetical question and that she actually wasn't able to give them an answer for that reason. Deliberations start back up at 9 a.m. Wednesday. In Dedham, Kristina, WBZ News.
Well, the crowd of supporters of Karen Read grew today in anticipation of a verdict.
But in the crowd was at least one man demonstrating in support of John O'Keefe's family. He spoke with WBZ's Tammy Mutasa.
Suspense and anticipation growing by the minute after another day with no verdict in the Karen Read murder trial. In the massive sea of pink outside the courthouse, Lance Humble flew in from Arizona wearing a gray sweatshirt with John O'Keefe's Boston police badge number.
I think it's been traumatic for everybody. I think everybody is looking for closure. I think everybody is looking to finally heal.
And the third.
But the jury's questions left both sides wondering if closure is coming. One of their questions to the judge asked what to do if they can't agree on one of the charges Read faces. Otherwise, the concern is going through deja vu from the last trial, ending in a hung jury.
Honestly, feeling like it's a bit of a round 2 all over again.
I'm feeling the anxiety today, a little nervous, but we are here for the long run. We believe in the power of justice, whichever way that goes.
And in all of the tension and waiting, a reminder from O'Keefe's supporters about who lost their life that January day in 2022.
Hopefully everyone, keeps the main thing, and that's John, and that he lost his life. And to me, that's the most important thing here. There's no winners and losers in any of this. This isn't a sporting event. This is a good man who lost his life.
This has been an emotionally exhausting process for everyone involved. Read supporters say they'll be here for as long as it takes, and supporters for John O'Keefe pray for justice. In Dedham, Tammy Mutasa, WBZ News.
And when there is a verdict, we will bring it to you live right here on WBZ-TV and streaming as well on CBS News Boston.